Hi, welcome to Our Town. I'm Jill Lawrence, and today we have some very, very special guests in the studio to talk about a great project. This is Norfolk Brownie Troop 86063, and I've got several of the members right here. We're gonna hear from two different groups of brownies today. And first, I'd like to introduce one of the parent leaders, Martha Henry. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks for coming in. Martha, you've been very heavily involved in this specific project for the troop.
Yes, so my background is in child welfare and adoption and foster care, and so when I do volunteering with the girls, I like to try to bring some of that to them to raise awareness and think about how they can help their local community and other kids. And so we were able to do some work last May where we talked about foster care, because May is Foster Care Month.
Oh, great.
And the girls actually made some no-sew blankets that we then donated to a child welfare agency to give out to babies who are living in foster care.
So you jumped right in. So this past May is when you started.
Just sort of teaching them about foster care, what it is, what that means, how to make sure that we use appropriate language, how to make sure that we recognize that people's stories are private, and so we shouldn't be just asking questions that may be questions about somebody's personal family life that isn't our story to tell or our story to ask. So really just helping them understand
foster care.
Yeah, foster care and how to be sensitive to people who may be living in foster care.
Oh, excellent. Okay, so I want to introduce the special guest now, but this is a part of the Norfolk Brownie Troop. Brownies are second and third graders. So, and you girls are all third graders, right? And so this is part of the troop, and you're doing a journey through your troop. A journey is like a learning experience when you're in Girl Scouts. So go ahead, tell us your name and tell us how old you are.
My name is Kate. I am 8 years old, almost 9.
Okay.
And I'm in 3rd grade.
Okay, excellent. Yeah.
I'm Katie. I'm 9 and I'm in 3rd grade.
3rd grade.
I'm Alexandra. I'm 8 and I'm in 3rd grade.
All right, and you all go to Freeman Kennedy Elementary School. Excellent. So this journey, and that's what it's called in the Girl Scout vernacular. The journeys are kind of big projects that you follow, sometimes across more than 1 year.
That's right.
It can go into the next year, and as you move through levels of Girl Scouts. So this journey that you guys have embarked on, and see, we've got the suitcases to show that that you're kind of on a journey. So Martha, tell us about specifically about this journey and as it relates to your foster care experience.
So the journey is a 3-part journey where the girls hear a story of a usually a female, a woman, who as a young person did some courageous things, was very brave, changed the world somehow.
Okay.
And then we were able to, there's a young woman who grew up in foster care named Ashley Rhodes Corder.
Okay.
She's actually written 2 books. This is her 2nd book. Her first book is called 3 Little Words. And it's her story about living in foster care, which was not a pleasant experience for her.
Yeah.
And she was brave enough to work with a volunteer court-appointed special advocate to bring a class action lawsuit against the state of Florida.
Wow.
Because of their policies and the way the children were being treated, which was not how children should be treated in foster care. And she was able to make major changes in laws for children in the state of foster care.
In Florida. Okay.
In Florida.
Yeah.
And then she went on as an adult to run for state senate.
Oh.
She and her husband have fostered over 25 children. They've adopted children. And so she's really made her life's work raising awareness and making sure that children who are not able to live with their original families for lots of different reasons are well taken care of.
Okay.
And that they have opportunities like all of our children we want opportunities for.
Right.
So the girls got to learn about her and they were really moved by that. And then part of their job is to change a story.
Right.
And so we've decided to join a group, the Re-envisioning Foster Care group out in Western Mass.
This is the
had
This is the flyer that you made.
That's right. And
Did
the
you
girls
girls,
did all
you
the
guys do
artwork.
this artwork?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went with the other girls and we sat down for one of our meetings and we drew pictures that did, one says have hope and happy, love, share, and if you give, you get.
Yeah.
So inspirational
Little posters. And then now they're on the flyer.
Now they're on our
Okay, so you heard the story first.
Yep.
You heard the story from the author, and it's Ashley. And then you heard that now, and then you went to change the story. Change the story, right? So that's this project. Do you want to chime in?
We changed the story by donating duffel bags to foster kids and suitcases so they don't have to carry things in trash bags or other
Or just
stuff,
throw
just
away
throwing it.
Yeah. So, so Katie, before, if what you've learned for kids in foster care in Massachusetts, they don't have their own bags to keep their stuff in. So how do you think this will change their life, their daily life, to have a new?
Well, they'll know that other people, besides the mean people that don't really matter, that other people matter and care, that they should have their own good stuff to use.
Oh, that's so nice. So having see how cute these are too. I mean, and they're very, pretty suitcases.
Yeah.
So they get a brand new one, and then what do they do? What do you think they do once someone once you guys, your Brownie Troop, collects them all and actually drops them off? What do you think will happen next?
If they move, they can use them.
Yeah, and they'll put all their belongings right now. From what you've learned, is they've kept their belongings in just a
Trash bag.
trash bags.
Yeah, so they'll be able to say, this is mine, and I have something to carry all my stuff in, and this is really mine.
Mine.
It's no one else's, it's mine. And I think they're gonna be able to pick out their own suitcase, and that's great, because then we're not the only ones who should be able to have a bunch of stuff.
Right.
Other people should be able to say, hey, I have this too.
Right.
And I think it's really great that we're going to be able to give them suitcases, and they won't have to carry around their stuff in trash bags anymore.
Do you guys
No
like
one
to
should
keep?
have
Do you
to
have
do
clean rooms at home?
Yes.
Everyone's
Sometimes.
sometimes.
Well,
So I'm right with you, Katie Putt. Sometimes, but so isn't it nice to have, when it is clean, to have it all organized? You know where it is, and that's the beauty. Also, is that they'll say, this is my bag, my suitcase, and here's where I can put my stuff.
That's right.
So, anything else you can think of to add right now?
And we think that if someone takes it away, they'll always try to figure out a way to get it back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if they take the suitcase away. Right. Oh, that's neat. So there's ownership of having that.
That's right.
So Martha, how did you guys? So you found the book. I mean, you were interested in this subject because
Yes.
this is your jam.
Yep, that's
your
right.
background. So you liked this book. You shared it with the girls, with the Brownie Troop, and then how did you come across this project, or how did it get to there?
So Judy Cockerton, who is the leader of the REFCA movement, so the
Okay.
Re-envisioning Foster Care movement in
Okay,
America.
that's the move. It's a nationwide initiative. It sounds
It
like
is.
pretty
She's
much.
based out in Western Mass.
Oh, okay.
She asked me this summer if I would take the lead in my area in collecting suitcases. And I said, of course, and she was very open with however I wanted to do it. And so I'm an educator by my background, so I really wanted to not just collect suitcases, but perhaps help raise awareness as we went along.
Yes.
And maybe even inspire one of these girls to grow up and be a change maker.
Yeah.
And do something where social justice matters, and that.
make a change in this world and make it better.
That's right. That's right. Because we are very lucky, a lot of us who live in Norfolk. We have a lot of resources, and we have a lot of family, and so
A lot of people that love us.
a lot of people that love us, that if we were down and out or we needed a suitcase, they'd get us one. And so I want to make sure that we recognize how lucky we are, and if we can give back.
Kids don't have that, so we can give back some
That's
of
right.
that and give them something that they never had.
That's right.
Or give them something that we love so they can have a chance to love it too.
That's right.
Yeah, it is nice to have your own, like especially for if it was a girl in foster care, to get a cute pink flowered bag.
It's a nice one.
Yeah. So Alexandra, it sounds like you, as a Brownie Troop, saw a need in the community, in the big community, you know, in Massachusetts, and you've decided to do a project that fills that need. So, what can you tell us anything else about learning about this project, about collecting the suitcases? Do you know how many you have so far?
No.
No.
I think we have probably over 25 so far.
Wow.
We haven't finished counting them. That's our next meeting.
I have like 8 that I have to give to.
Oh, so you're carrying it. That's why everyone has them in their cars.
That's right. So everybody has been all over Norfolk collecting them.
Yeah.
And then we're going to, so part of my job as a leader of the project is I will contact somebody at the central office at the Department of Children and Families.
Yeah.
And they will identify local to us here in Norfolk.
Okay.
DCF area offices or other child welfare agencies who work with the department to find homes for children in foster care.
Right.
And so we'll be able to give them directly to children locally living in our community. So they won't go outside of Massachusetts, and they'll probably stay in Norfolk County.
Oh, they will. And
Yeah.
will you do the delivery yourself?
Yes, I'll do the delivery and hopefully take maybe some of these guys with me.
Okay, so you'll get to go and see it. And that's why what you mentioned right off the bat when we started the show today, that about keeping the keeping people's private information private. So that's been a learning experience for the girls too. And that applies to the bigger picture, right, of life.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
let people live and keep people's information, let them have dignity, right?
It's
Dignity is a big word.
We don't have the right to expose what they're going through because it's not us.
Right.
If it was us, we'd have the choice
could
if we wanted to
choose.
say that.
Yes.
So why can't they have the choice?
Yeah, and we talked a lot about that it's not okay to ask questions about your family life that you might not want to share, that you haven't brought out, so that you may know a friend, even here in Norfolk, who may be living in a family that isn't their original family. And so it isn't our place to go and find out why or where did their birth parents live and why don't they live with them. And so the girls have been very respectful about other people's privacy, and if somebody else wants to share those stories, they're willing to listen, but it's not their place to ask those questions.
And at 8 years old, 8 and 9, that's a really nice lesson to learn. So before we finish up with your turn on the show, is there anything else that you want to add that you've been thinking? Go ahead.
Sometimes when we go to stores, we always ask our parents, like, we want that.
The gimmies.
And foster kids can't go to stores and say, I want that.
Right, that's so true. So that's a nice lesson. All right, Alexander, do you have anything else that you like about this journey? Did you pick out a suitcase already is there one in particular that you really like that you're donating? Or you don't know yet. You're going to pick it out later. And that actually I wanted to mention this. So there's a couple drop-off locations, and they're on the flyer that it will be up on the screen. St. Jude's Church, which is right on Main Street, Norfolk, and then the Henry family's house on Boardman Street. And you'd like to have them, if possible, by this weekend, which is Saturday, November 5th.
That's right.
Okay, so I'm not sure if this will air by then, but hopefully, if anyone, they could always contact you.
They can always contact me, and it's a project that I'm able to, I work with people at the department, so I'm able to, at any time, make a delivery to help a child.
Even if the Brownies have done theirs.
That's right. We just wanted a time limited so that the girls could count them up and tell other people their story.
The story. And that's why you're here today, is you've the first one is learn a story, right?
Hear a story.
Hear a story. And then you, oh my goodness, I can't remember them at all. You change it, that's right. You hear the story about the kids living in foster care, and then you help change their story. And today you're here at NCTV to tell the story.
And we all have a story, but sometimes they're different and sometimes they're the same.
Right, and sometimes they have happy parts and sometimes the sad parts. Really? Yeah.
Because when we were watching the video afterwards, my mom said that that Ashley actually used to live in a house where where people would say, hey, I'm gonna get this girl a new doll, she needs a new doll. And then on Christmas, they'd get it, and then the people they were living with would take it away and put it in a shed, and they wouldn't get it.
Let her keep it.
So Ashley was brave enough to
Ashley,
tell
the-
other people that
yes.
story, so people that
And
made
say,
those
"Hey,
kinds of
can you help
decisions
me?"
aren't able to take care of kids, because we
Right.
only want people who are going to be kind and helpful to kids,
fair.
taking care of them.
Yeah.
That's right.
So that's a great book. I'm glad that Ashley's the author, the girl that grew up to be a
Yes.
wonderful woman.
That's right.
Martha, before we bring on, we're gonna take a quick break and bring on some more guests. But do you have anything else you wanted to
No,
wrap?
I think we covered it. You guys did a great job sharing our story. Thank you.
That's great. You really did. Alexandra, Katie, and Kathleen. Well, thank you so much for being here. And if you would stay tuned, because we'll be back with some more guests in a couple minutes. Welcome back. We've done a quick change with some new faces, but we're continuing with Norfolk Brownie Troop 86063, and on the journey that they're doing with their suitcase project, their suitcase project challenge. So, would you introduce yourselves, girls, and your name and your age and your grade?
I'm Lila. I'm 8 and I'm in 3rd grade.
Excellent.
My name is Kendra and I'm in 3rd grade and I'm 8. My name is Claire and I'm in 3rd grade and I'm 9. My name is Ashley. I'm in 3rd grade and I'm 9.
Excellent. Nice job. And Martha, welcome back. Thanks for being back. So we talked a little bit already about the big picture of this project. I guess I wanted to first ask if any of you have anything you want to say about this whole journey and anything that you've learned. I know, Ashley, you were saying something. All right, we'll go Ashley and then Lila. Okay, go ahead.
Well, I think that the girls out there are really lucky to have parents that have money and that can have parents to take care of them.
So that all of us, or that that's what you've learned about this project, is that we are fortunate. And that when you work with maybe people that need a little help, it makes you feel, more lucky. Go ahead, Lila.
I think that it's nice to give people that don't have homes something because they don't usually get new stuff.
That is really well said. And I don't know, talk a little bit louder if you could, but
Okay.
that so people that don't have their own home, they get new stuff. Did you pick out any of these right here? Or do you have one in your car, the suitcases?
Well, I have,
Nice and loud.
my mom, she got one, she's gonna bring it soon, and my grandma and papa.
Are going to donate. Great. Great. So it sounds like you're going to collect all of these suitcases by this weekend.
Yes.
Are you getting together on Saturday?
We are going to get together at our next troop meeting, which is next Thursday.
Oh, next week, yeah.
And the girls are going to do 2 things. We're going to count up how many suitcases have been donated, take a picture with all of them, and then the girls are going to make luggage tags.
Oh,
And they're
that's a
going to
great
put a
idea.
nice inspirational note and our troop number, and we're going to attach them to all the suitcases so that they can help somebody feel good, not just getting a suitcase, but they're also going to say something really nice on their luggage tag for them.
That's a great idea. That's neat. What do you think it would be like, Kendra, to go, if you did go to deliver the suitcases to kids? Is that something you'd like to do?
Yes, I think it would be really kind if someone did that to a kid because it's like getting like a new puppy. It's like that.
Oh, it is. It's like a special surprise, right? A special treat. Oh. Well, you did a very nice job with your artwork on here. I like that a lot. And I hope, it sounds like you have, maybe you're hoping for about, you said 25, 30?
We have about 25.
25 already.
Yeah, maybe more.
And you've got a couple more days.
Yeah.
Okay. Claire, do you have anything you want to add right now? No. So I guess, Martha, I wanted to ask, did you guys, obviously you chose this as a journey, and and I meant to mention the name of the journey. So each Girl Scout level, you can earn badges like the old days.
That's right.
Which we did. And you can do a project that sometimes just used to be one day or maybe just a couple hour project, and then you'd earn a badge for that subject. And you guys have them right now, right? You have badges that you earn. Those are the fun patches, but I think they're down the bottom. These are badges of different little projects that you've done it with your troop. Now, this, though, is a bigger project because it's called a journey, and you often do it over more than 1 year, right, a couple years, and you string a whole bunch of things together. So this is the end of it, right?
That's right.
And that what I think is neat, that you heard the story and you chose to make a change and help people, and now you're here telling the story, too, and so now you're going to be on TV in our town. So, yeah, what else do you have to say?
I would thank everyone that is donating a suitcase because they're really kind to do that for people that don't have any.
So you're thanking people for
That's
the
a very
donations.
good idea.
That is a good idea. You have good thoughts. Anything else?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Anything else? Ashley, how about you? Did you pick out a suitcase that is there one? Or well, let me ask you this. What would be your favorite color if you were to pick one out? Do you have a favorite color?
No, not really.
No. Well, I love the pink one, so I think that whoever gets that one, the pink flowered one, will be very lucky. And this is such a neat idea, and you're going to make your luggage tags. So, Martha, just to finish up, so I guess I wanted to, the problem, and I know this is such a neat, that it's a nationwide initiative, but basically to go back, that every day in our state, in Massachusetts, girls and boys living in foster care are waiting to find out where they're going next, right? So it's a very transient transition.
That's
type
right.
of, yeah.
It's meant to be a temporary solution.
Right, and it doesn't, right, so they're often, would kids be moving more than once a month? Sometimes, or
not always, but they could. Sometimes children have to go into what we call emergency homes for short periods of time.
Okay.
Just because of the time of day or the day of the week that they come into care.
Okay.
So until they find a more permanent foster home, they may spend just a couple of days in another family's home.
Okay.
Before they move to something that may be a little bit longer.
A little more, some permanency for that.
That's
okay.
right. And sometimes kids have to move from families into higher levels of care. So sometimes kids have to move into places where they receive treatment on a daily basis. They go to school in these institutions. So kids can move back and forth from different places.
Right. So there could be several moves. It's not uncommon that in one calendar year there could be several
That's
moves.
right. Several moves that include several different schools.
Yeah. Oh, that's so hard. Can you imagine having to go to a new school, starting a school in September and making new friends at a new place, and then going to a different school in December, January, and then that would be very hard.
No, I can't
feel
imagine
so
that.
sad.
Yeah, that'd be very
I
sad.
would be leaving all my friends in my troop,
That's right.
in my neighborhood.
Yeah. Oh,
Good
right.
teachers.
Yeah.
And so we tried to talk to the girls when we first started doing this project that, when any of us even get ready to go on vacation, we oftentimes take weeks to plan.
Right.
We make lists of what we're going to pack.
Yeah.
And sometimes when kids move from one family to another, that happens very quickly.
Right.
And they don't always have that opportunity to prepare in that way.
And organize their stuff.
And organize their stuff. And so we're hoping that the suitcases will at least give them something that they get to keep no matter where they go.
And they move it with them, so that's great. And they keep their stuff organized. Do you have an organized room?
Yeah, and I would say that they don't have like 3 days, or they don't have a whole week to pack
Plan.
Right.
and plan. They don't even know sometimes that
That's
they're
right.
going.
Yeah. And that's right. And I know, and Ashley, you brought up right at the beginning that it made you realize how lucky we are to have what we have. And most everyone you have your own rooms, or maybe you share with a sister or something, but think about that. I mean, they don't have their own room.
That's right.
They're sharing
And sometimes they're going to families that are strangers to them, and they don't know the rules, and they don't know what's allowed and what the expectations are. So it can be like when you're starting a new classroom, the best thing you can do is have a teacher that explains everything and gives you the rules so you know what you're allowed to do and what you're not. So
Right. Yes. Well, I'm so glad you guys came today to tell this story. This is an important story to tell.
That's right.
And I'm very impressed with your suitcase challenge here. And it's neat that it is, it is something that goes across Massachusetts and maybe beyond. The book is something that I'm sure is very interesting. And you said that, so this is 3 More Words is her second book.
That's right.
But Ashley's first book was
Three little
words. Okay.
So you got to read the book to find
To
out.
find
what
out, I was
those
just going to
are.
ask you.
I know, you got to read the book.
All right, to find out the 3 little words. Do you guys know what it is?
That might be a little confusing because my name's Ashley too.
That's right.
It could be confusing.
You guys have the same name.
Yes. Well, you guys are doing the town of Norfolk very proud, and the Freeman Kennedy 3rd grade. I'm very impressed that you are doing this project. Your leaders are fabulous, and that you're collecting all these suitcases. And now you're on to the part where you get to deliver them, or you get to know that they're being delivered to the people that need them. So that's great. Let's just mention the leaders real quick. So you're one of the you're helping specifically with this project because this is your background. Allie Campbell, Allie Allen. Allie Campbell Allen. Is her middle name Campbell?
Oh, that's
Her maiden name.
yeah.
Yeah, it's because my grandmother's name was Campbell, so that's why I think that sticks with me.
Sticks in your head.
It does.
That's my
It's-
cousin's
Okay.
last name.
Allie Allen and Suzanne, your mom, Suzanne Yerkstis. So the 2 leaders of this Brownie Troop, and then with Martha Henry and Jen Putt helping. This is just great. So does anyone have anything else they want to say before
do.
we wrap up? Go ahead, John.
I think it's kind of sad that people have to use trash bags to move. And I would be really, really sad if I had to use a trash bag when I'm going to places or going to my aunt's house or anywhere. I think it's really nice that people are donating bags and stuff and luggage
Duffel bags. Yeah.
to give to them so they can put their stuff in and they don't have to just throw stuff in a trash bag.
That's great. Well, that is what it's been so nice to learn about this, and for that reason. Okay, last comment.
They don't just and when they're in the orphanage, you probably don't get to go to vacations like I go to Florida and stuff like that.
So they're right. So this is giving them like you pointed out, it's a nice special treat.
That's right.
So.
And we wanted to make sure we gave them new suitcases, so we told them they're valued.
Yes, right. Brand new.
Brand new
Yes. So
suitcase.
that's and that again back to the flyer, but brand new. I love your artwork on this, by the way. Everyone did a poster. Beautiful, nice job being such giving, caring, loving girls. I'm very impressed. Martha, any last words? Or?
No, I'm very proud of them. They really understood what we were trying to do, and they really care about other kids, and they recognize how much they have,
Yes.
and that they have a lot to give.
A nice lesson. Yes.
And Kendra picked out that suitcase, didn't you?
This
She's
one
very
right
proud.
here?
It's a great one.
Yeah,
It's a great
that's
color.
good. Yep, that could do boy or girl, which is nice.
That's
'cause
right.
You never know.
And they're
That's a
kids
good
of all
choice.
ages, from babies all the way up to teenagers.
Okay, excellent. All right. Well, thanks for being here today. Yeah, it was great. I'm so glad we got to learn about what you guys have been doing. And it's the fact that you're 8 years old and a couple 9-year-olds. This is a very big, very important project, and you've done a really nice job with it. And the best job, I think, is how you've explained it. So thanks for telling your story today, because you heard the story, you changed the story, and today you came in to Norfolk Community TV to tell us the story. So thank you. All right. And so for NCTV and our town, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.